Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Mermaid Mystic Major Arcana month, in which through the month of January, we are going through every single card in the Major Arcana. So today we are moving on. Yesterday was the High Priestess. Today is the Empress. If you don't already have pen and paper or an electronic format to take notes, I highly recommend you grab those. Pause the video now because I'm diving right into this card. So let's have a look at the imagery with the Empress. We can see that the Empress, there is a field of wheat. There is a stone or a pillow, but with a sign of Venus. Definitely some lush looking pillows there. This person has a beautiful gown. There's a river flowing in the background and a forest behind this figure. So the wheat represents abundance and nourishment. Also, the deliciousness of life. Wheat can be turned into, for example, bread, which is not only nourishing, but really good. The Empress is about that which nourishes us, but also the pleasureful parts of what nourishes us, reminding us that we do actually need deliciousness, creativity, art, and pleasure to nourish us. The nourishment message continues, though, through the aspect of Venus here. So Venus is associated with the White Queen in alchemy. The White Queen and the Red King are figures, not literal, they're ideas and energies that when they come together, we produce the Philosopher's Stone. So it's this connection of these two energies that creates the gold when we talk about alchemy turning lead into gold. So the White Queen is associated with Venus. And the presence here in this tarot card are the characteristics of the White Queen, which are the White Queen is present. The White Queen is not off trying to plan for tomorrow or stressing about yesterday. The White Queen is content in the present moment. So when you pull the Empress, there is encouragement to find contentment with where you are. Don't worry about the to-do lists. Don't worry about all the strategizing. There are times and places for that, to be sure, but it is not so much with the Empress. So we're being very present with our creativity and also with our pleasure when the Empress appears. The White Queen also learns through storytelling, dreaming, and metaphor. We will see with the Emperor, the Red King learns through more academic, intellectual studies. Once again, it's not about which one's better. Both are necessary. So in the Empress, one of the ways that you are also being nourished are through dreams, metaphors, symbolism, symbolic viewing of the world. So it's very artistic as well as stories. Stories are deep nourishment for us. We need them. Humans do so much with stories. So in the Empress, there is also this possibility of seeing the world through a very artistic lens, through metaphor, and how beautiful that can be. Enjoying that beauty, allowing that beauty to nourish us, and sharing that with the world. Venus as a planet is all about refinement of the senses through the arts. And so Venus, while yes, has to do with love and romance, which is what we often talked about, that's just a small piece of the delicious Venus pie. This is also the experience of life through beauty and through the arts. That can be music, that can be painting, that can be making your space a beautiful space. It can be fashion. Let's not limit to what art is, but if you can be creative with it and artistic with it in any capacity, whether that's your evening meal, your outfit, or the poetry book you're working on, all of it is important. All of it is present in the Empress. All of that creativity is a form of nourishment. We actually see that the wheat is like the base of the card. And so a huge message of the Empress is all of that which nourishes us, which is food for sure, and deliciousness, but so much more, art and beauty and love. An old nickname for Venus is Mother of Animals. So there is a very strong connection to the spirit of the natural world in the Empress. Understanding that the wheat has a spirit, that animals have a spirit, and all of our spirits are connected in this great, big, beautiful world. In the Empress, we love very much the natural world and honor it and make beauty with the natural world. The dress is covered in pomegranates. Pomegranates are a symbol of abundance and fertility. In some other tarot decks, the Empress is depicted as pregnant. So this can sometimes be in your practice a message of fertility and literal pregnancy. I would like to give a caveat with that and just encourage you to be very mindful if you're attempting to predict pregnancy. I would avoid that where possible. This is because health readings Whether or not they're ethical is up for debate. And you don't want to give someone false hope. You also don't want to give them an unwanted message. Pregnancy is a really big deal. So we always just want to navigate those subjects very respectfully and carefully. There are some things tarot is really great for, and some things maybe tarot doesn't have to be used for. So again, it's your practice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're going to discover your own values, morals, etc. But just for something to think about as a tarot reading, just because we can doesn't mean we should, and understanding that there's multiple options for what fertility can mean. So it could literally mean a baby card, but we're just going to handle that with lots of responsibility and lots of grace, really mindful. Regardless of whether it's an actual baby, the idea is that through taking care of our bodies, through love, through patience, through pleasure, we are growing something and giving life to something. And that can be, the options are endless. Lastly, what we see behind the Empress with that river, this is a reminder that water is life. Without water, there is no life. Water cleanses, purifies, and absolutely, it fills us up. You know, if you're dry, there's this parched energy, but with water, we feel juicy. And so with the Empress, we have this message of feeling very alive and nourished and juicy. The river of life may also suggest that we are just fully present with the way things are flowing. So we're not trying to fix anything. We can see we're not trying to dam the river. We're not trying to stop it. We're not running from it. We're just sat very comfortably. When we are still, like we are in the Empress, which doesn't mean completely not doing anything, because again, this is such a message of creativity, healing, and refinement of the senses through the arts. So there is a message of doing here, to be sure, but there's a message of presence. So when we're not fretting about the past or trying to control outcomes in the future, we have a stronger connection to the river of life. The river of life is going to be the river of well-being, of wellness in general, that is going to take you to the best places possible. The river of life is like a feeling, and by allowing yourself to be in the river, you create the river. So it is this message of mutual effect. So when we allow ourselves to be still, when we take care of ourselves, when we honor what truly nourishes us, like beauty and the arts and stories and delicious food, the river of life becomes more clear. We're not avoiding it. We're not hiding it. We're not numb to it. Then we can align with whatever flow is truly of our highest good and the highest good of all. Okay, my friends, that is the Empress for you. I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed that. Wishing you all the wonderful blessings of the Empress, and I will see you tomorrow with the Emperor. Take care.